this?
When I lean over, my hand comes down and I start talking. If I lean out of the frame, we can do a song about it. Stitching in the cabin.
My name is Alyssa.
Hi, I'm Julie.
Why are you moving your lips without you talking? You're just doing this when I'm talking.
I don't know.
This is Stitching at the Cabin, and today is a beautiful day.
Hi.
Today is Wednesday, the 27th of May.
I don't know why I've been thinking it's the 28th all week, and I have no idea what day of the week because Monday was a holiday and that messed me up.
Yeah, I practiced this ahead of time, that's why I know.
Good job.
Look, I'm not wearing pants.
I'm not either, but I have a dog on my lap, so I'm not going to show you.
Understandable.
We're home alone, so I can't give the dog to anybody else.
We're all alone.
I thought you were going to sing all by myself.
All by myself.
Well, that's so sad when you sing it. I mean, granted, the song does make me cry sometimes, but usually it's beautiful and moving, not, oh, I need to hug that. Have you seen the picture where somebody has a big old tree, big old fluffy tree, and they took 2 white beach balls
Yes.
and painted them black, and then they're like googly eyes in the tree? I want that.
That was pretty cute.
I want
First,
that.
we need trees, so that's project 1. Yeah.
The cabin has
exactly.
trees, but I don't know how you get beach balls that high.
All day I was trying to think of a question to ask you because I'm wearing my I must ask you a question shirt, but
Mustache.
I have no questions for you, so I'm sorry.
I don't think you need to apologize for not having a question. You just missed a police chase.
2.
Well, you just missed one. You
Yeah.
missed one earlier, but it ended 10 minutes before we finished working so we could come up
Dude
here.
just gave up.
Yeah.
Lame.
There was even a canine right behind him. I was so excited. I was like, oh, the dog, he's going to eat someone. No doggy eating.
No doggies.
All right, do you want to do Stitchy stuff?
Yeah, I guess we should. I feel like we're rushing it because last time it was like, what, 25 minutes of talking first?
Well, I'm trying to keep the people we have.
What is this? Doing
we can
Stitchy
talk
stuff
towards
right
the
away.
end where people then can leave and not listen to us.
Yeah.
So are you going to show stuff? Am I going to show stuff? Are you going to just out of the blue throw stuff in the middle of the screen? What do you want to do? What do you want to do?
Did you work on your tree at all?
I did.
You did
Today.
Like
You
no,
watched
no. I
me.
mean, did you spin it?
Yes.
Okay.
Thursday.
Then let's just you do stuff, and then
You'll just shove in.
right when you get to that point, and then
Okay.
I'll shove in with my other one at some point.
Alright. So last episode, you saw the spin. The spin of joy. Well, it was Celtic Summer.
Mhm.
Got very excited.
Very excited.
So that was for Wednesday. It also came up again yesterday. So Wednesday and Tuesday, I worked on summer.
Nice.
And like the last couple of weeks, I've had that project where I say, if you don't love this, something, because I haven't figured out a good threat. This is the one for this week. If you
This
don't-
is this week's.
if
You must
don't
love it.
love this, something.
It's getting serious.
So this is Lavender and Lace Celtic Summer. It's supposed to look something like that. Sorry about the glare and my face. I do have the needle paints. Those of you that have been here a while know about the whole ordeal with the one I had to dye. But otherwise, I have them all. Still using them. I didn't change mid project.
Wow.
La 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 la.
Wow.
She's so pretty and so big.
Her colors are so pretty.
And if the wheel would just behave, I could maybe finish it this year, but you know.
So
The
far.
wheel has something against this one. So I assume she'll put pictures up and stuff, but you should be able to see a difference. Basically from her boobs up, a little bit the hand and some gold in the basket, but otherwise, boob up. Boob up is what you should be looking at.
And what did you
Boob up.
decide with the gold? Did you decide you're doing 1 or 2?
I went one ply of Petite Treasure braid because it was unclear whether it wanted 1 or 2. And this fabric is sugar maple, which unfortunately you can't get anymore. Something about violets. Violets in the shade. Shady violets. Stabby violets.
Dark violet.
Violets in the shade.
Good job. That was your first guess.
It wasn't a guess, it was skill. I just
Oh,
wanted
sorry.
to look like I wasn't as amazing as I am. So anyway, we're looking at it and petting it and enjoying it, but not you. So I am totally in love with that. She was sitting next to me when I was working on it in the office. And so she would sit on the chair next, not my chair, but the chair.
The imaginary friend.
She sat next to me. We had a long
What'd she tell you?
conversation.
Yeah, exactly.
She's like, stop looking at my boobs. But when she was sitting there, like her hair was all flowy, and I was like, man, she's pretty. I just kept staring.
Her hair is pretty.
It really is. And she's not done. It's just, I kind of ran out of hair because she has this band thing. Band, wherever her hair isn't. And there's beads and things in that. That was her smile of like, that's my mom.
No.
Just pretend she's amusing.
No, you know what it was? It was because your nails went across the fabric in a way that I did not enjoy that
You don't
sound.
like that sound?
The louder sound?
Does that
No!
bother you?
Yep, apparently it does.
You know, Steve, my son, he's the same. If I scratch my nails on my jeans,
I say I don't mind that, I don't think.
he'll actually slam my hand down like, stop. I mean, gently. He wouldn't have hurt me, but, you know.
Oh,
He's
man.
at the cabin right now. I probably said that.
Yeah. Everyone's at the cabin.
Cabin.
If you're questioning where someone is, they're at the
They're at
cabin.
the cabin. Probably.
Not Taco. Taco's not at the cabin.
No, he's not. He's not. So then I spun it at the wheel,
Uh-huh.
and it was temperature tree.
Yay! I'll let you do you. And well,
Let's do it together.
Yeah.
I thought that would fall down.
Last week I also spun temperature tree. So I got in a few branches.
I can apparently do 2 branches in a day. That's my... If I have
Is that time based or is that attention span based?
both.
Because mine's attention span.
Mainly
I
attention
can't do
span.
more than
And
2.
we'll get to that because I have a second project for Thursday because I can only do brown for so many hours in a day before I'm like, okay, let's do a different color.
Yeah.
I am caught up. I didn't do today because oddly in the summer it doesn't get to the hottest part of the day until closer to 5 o'clock. In the winter it was like 11:30 in the morning. So by the time I filmed it was, you know, not a problem for me to have checked and put it in. Now I'm going to have to be a day behind because I don't know. I think the high
Which means
day
you'll be
was
lined
80.
up with me.
Yeah.
Because I'm always a day behind.
Yeah. So I think the high today at the cabin was 80, which somebody said even with a Celsius explanation, it was still Celsius Fahrenheit. They were still confused. So I will do my best to always ask something in this room.
Oh.
Alexa, what's 80 degrees Fahrenheit in Celsius?
80 degrees Fahrenheit is about 26.7 degrees
26.7.
Which doesn't sound all that bad. I mean, 80 is really not that bad, except when you're in the crazy sun, like there's no breeze and you're in the sun and you're working on the cabin and it's beating down on you. That is hot. For this house, 80 is pleasant.
No.
Yeah, it's not 80 here.
She has a thyroid problem. Oh, well, are you just saying here it's not
Yeah.
that bad because it gets a lot hotter here?
Yeah, like if it was 80 here, you wouldn't be complaining.
In the house or outside?
Outside.
Okay. I thought you were talking about in the house. I'm like, no, that's not comfortable.
That's what the thermostat set at right now is 80.
Goodness gracious, this is why it's so hot.
I don't know what the temperature was here today, do you?
The high at my house yesterday was 94.
Yeah, but today's hotter. What was it today?
I don't know.
See. It says it was 91 today. Alexa, what's 91 degrees Fahrenheit Celsius?
91 degrees Fahrenheit is 32.78 degrees Celsius.
So between 32 and 33 degrees was the high this week. For
Okay,
here.
you people lie.
What?
Did you not hear that?
Oh.
32.78?
No, I know,
Y'all
the last
said
one was,
there were no decimals.
She does this.
Lies.
Anyways. Anyways. Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Kablamo.
Blammy. It got cold, then it got hot. Well, cold is. It got Yeah, it got
Cooler.
cold.
It got cooler.
It got into, like, the high was like 48 or something. And no, I'm not going to ask her what that is. It's cold. Look at that.
Look at all them colors.
Look, she even got some branches in.
Yeah, I did. I finished that one, and I got that one, and I did half of that one.
I did 2 branches. I did that one and that one. And then I was like, I don't want to do it anymore. And because my husband's at the cabin, I have plenty of stitchy time, like, in bed at night. And so I was like, what am I going to do? I mean, my son was home at that point, so we hung out for a while, him and the birdies and the dog. And then I was like, we went to bed, not together, that's weird. But we separately went to bed, and I was like, what am I going to do? I can't really diamond paint in bed. That would be messy and awkward, and kind of need a flat
really
surface.
bad. Yeah.
So I went through my wheels of every project like I've ever encountered, and I decided that I was going to pull out something different. Now there's very little progress, and I did take a before picture, so I will send that to you.
I see Scotch tape. So
Yeah,
this must be old.
This is old.
How
It is this one. However, if you like this one, you could. No, I'm just kidding. I think it's beautiful. If you like this one, I saw it for sale. I think it was $3 on McKenna's channel, not her channel. 1884 Stitchy. It's obviously not in the $2 charts if it was $3, but I think it's under kits because it is a kit. So anyway, if you like that, one of you can have it.
Yeah, there you go.
One of you can have it. Yeah, I'm out of needle minders. Noah's Ark doesn't have a needle minder. No,
needle minders.
That one up there is going to Santa's going with the Afghan, which I'm about to start.
Okay.
And that other one up there, that goes with the moose, which the wheel just hasn't spun yet.
Okay.
And then that one I just put up there because it was rack stack. So technically I could use that one, but not on anything that I hold in my hand because that's
Too
heavy.
Yeah.
Anyway. So what you'll notice is different is the pink. And
Is that
some
it?
green. This leaf.
You know, you were doing it in bed before bed.
Yeah, and it took me
before bed.
it took me forever
Knowledge.
to figure out what I wanted to do, what project. So it's been laying on his side of the bed ever since because I keep thinking if I don't know what to do, I'll pull it out. So we cuddle at night. It's a little pokey with the masking tape. I really want to do the butterfly, but I know once I do the butterfly, I'll have less interest in the rest. So I'm like,
That's what
no,
you really want to do.
no butterfly for you.
I have a bad habit of when Jacob's gone at night, like I'll read in bed or whatever, and then I take off my glasses, and instead of putting it on my nightstand like I always do, I put them on his side of the bed. I don't know why. I just like to do that when he's not home. It's a very odd, consistent habit.
You must be like me and you don't move a lot at night.
No.
Yeah. I have highlighters, I have needles, I have...
Yeah, it's fine.
Not needles. No, I don't have needles in bed.
That was a little odd, but I was like, you know, maybe.
Scissors. I have
Maybe she does.
scissors, but they're in a bag, a little blue bag, teeny tiny blue bag, but just like this,
Yeah.
tiny. And that's been sitting there. I stole his pillow to make my backrest more comfortable.
Yep.
I love you, honey. Come home. Okay, so dog's getting up. Friday was Baroque.
Ooh. Nice.
But
you were at the cabin.
No,
right?
I was still home.
Yeah.
I didn't go till Saturday, so I was still home, and Steve was still home. So I didn't get as much time as I would have if Steve hadn't been home, but I got more time than I would have if I had gone to the cabin.
If there's a yelping sound, I'm sorry. I'm just petting him. He walked to me. Now I'm petting him, but sometimes he like realizes that's wrong and then yells.
Yeah, sometimes he gets confused about who's petting him. So, obviously it would be in color, but that's Baroque from Ink Circles. Put that back in. A pretty Christine bag. Pretty. Okay. Oop, my needle minder's standing on it.
He's shockingly soft.
I got a fair amount done, I think.
Yeah, I'd say so.
There we go. And that,
That one's
bottom
really hard to
box.
see on camera.
Yeah. Well, plus the lighting's all weird up here, and you know, it looks better when you usual phone.
Magic powers.
Magic phone. iPhone Magic. I don't know which iPhone it is, so.
How'd it go?
It went well, considering that I knew it was off by a box, you know. Not a box, but like the box was down compared to the, yeah, we had that discussion last week. So this one seems to be easier to just, this box, let me just shove my hand in there. This box, for me, this bottom box is easier for me than the top box for stitching, because this one was really kind of randomy. There's a lot of like stopping and starting, where this one is a lot more fluid. It's got like a center section, a middle section, and like an outer section, so I've been able to kind of just, but it's also on like 2 pages, the way the pattern's cut, and it's not Pattern Keeper, so.
Makes it harder.
I mean, I have the PDF, but as far as I know, Pattern Keeper doesn't support ink circles yet. I tried a couple of months ago, and it was like, not supported, go away. So, but anyway, that my broke.
That's good. That's a good amount for,
considering I had to work and
yeah,
stuff. Okay. Saturday is where things kind of start going off the rails a smidge. I still did everything I was supposed to do every day. I didn't cheat. I didn't fall off the wagon. I didn't mess up. I still stayed with, not Stitchnanigans, Stitch Maynia. I did it. It is starting to get hot in here.
It's just hot everywhere. Thank you for finally agreeing.
So Saturday morning, I got up and I stitched a little bit. I have a weird hair and a weird, whatever. My hair always looks weird. Whatever. It's not knotted despite how it looks.
Let's just take a nap.
It's too hot to take a nap.
It's too hot to be awake.
Saturday morning, I got up a little on the early side so I could stitch, but I didn't get much stitching time, maybe a half hour. I had a bunch of stuff I had to do because I had to go to the cabin, and I had to be there before 11 because the ribs needed to go on the smoker at 11. I got there at 11:15.
Ribs.
Yeah, they were really good. I got there at 11:15. He was a little frazzled, but we got it all situated. And then I spent the entire day outside.
Yes.
Working on the cabin stuff.
I can attest to this, because I was there.
You were not there Saturday.
On Saturday I was.
You were sick. You did not come till Sunday.
Oh.
Yeah. So
Whatever.
all day Saturday I was outside. I went back in the evening for maybe 20, 30 minutes. I stitched. I was so tired. I had to take Excedrin twice that day. So, Tapestry did not get the love it wanted to get, but I did work on it. And I did make some progress. I couldn't tell you what.
I was going to say you won't see it, but
I'm sure you'll see it. I remember connecting the green line over here. I connected the green line. I remember that. And I think I was doing stuff over on this side. Over on this side. I'm pretty sure that's what I was working on. So, still love the colors. Still love it. Still love pretty much everything about it. Except that I don't get enough time to play with it.
especially this week. This week was hard.
I'm still really happy that I switched to the, I think it's Lugana.
Okay, good.
Rather than using the Aida that came with it. And I am not an Aida hater. So, for all of you people that are going to accuse me of being
really
judgmental
cute.
about it, I didn't come up with that. For all the people that are going to judge me for not liking Aida, I don't have a problem with Aida. And in fact, I think some of the hand-dyed Aida is stunning. And I will gladly do that when my eyesight goes and I can't do it on this. But the Aida is beautiful. But that Aida with this kit was stiff. I stabbed you.
Yes, you did.
I accidentally poked your eye out with it.
It was a violent
So I'm
stab.
glad I switched to this. So, yeah, that was Saturday. And I knew I was going to be at the cabin. You okay?
Yeah, but it folded. It just give it back.
Oh, I see.
It did a like you were putting it in there so nice, and then it went. Are you sure it's better? Can you just show me so I can see that it's better? Okay,
It's better.
All right, it's better.
So, I knew I was going to be at the cabin Saturday and Sunday, but Monday was Memorial Day, and I thought, I bet he's gonna try to sucker me into staying Monday.
Because work was not in session.
Yeah. But Steve was coming up Monday. He and his friend were gonna go up and help the cabin. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, they were gonna be up there. And that left the birds and the dog completely alone. So I needed to come back home to be with them. So I brought my Sunday project. I brought the Saturday project, the Sunday project, and the Monday project on the off
Just in
chance
case.
that I ended up staying. But let me tell you, this cabin project is so time consuming that I don't even go in the cabin at all.
Like the
during
whole day?
Yeah. So Sunday was Noah's Ark, and this was the day Alyssa and Jacob came up.
Yes. I was there. I can attest to this.
I may have stitched on it 15 minutes before we started working on the cabin, and maybe 15 minutes after we worked on the cabin.
So not a lot.
That was it.
Not a lot.
That was it. But I think you'll see there actually was some progress if I could find
Were
it.
you looking for the best thing that you could
Yes.
do to make...
Yes, I think I said that to you at the time.
What are you hunting, buddy?
This is the project from 1807.
He's hunting the charger.
Oh, yes.
That's really cute. Do you
This
think
was-
that's an animal?
This was Steve's birth announcement. Steve will be 19 in August, so I'm a teeny bit behind. This is on Aida. Prove to you I'm not an Aida. Haida.
Ah.
Just like the rose is, just like the
Swinging.
castle is, just like the wedding sampler was. So, yeah. And I know it still needs a bath, but I also knew with Stitch Mania that I wasn't going to be able to bathe it during this month because I didn't know when it was going to come up. And then I knew it came up for the second time, but I couldn't wash it because I had to show it to you and it couldn't be all wet and...
It'll get done eventually. It'll get done eventually.
I'm hoping maybe next week. Anyway, I worked on the sun, the yellow up here.
Oh, yeah, you did.
I was doing
I
those
actually
things in
noticed
his
that.
little face.
That's good. A
Yeah.
little closer.
The sun.
Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. And release.
Man, I feel like I just did a whole workout. You know, like when you do like, I was gonna say yoga, but no offense to the rest of you that do yoga, because I wish I could, but I hate yoga with a passion.
She does.
If I go upside down, the blood rushes to my head and I get a headache. I'm very head sensitive apparently, and holding things. I'm not good at holding things.
It's very repetitive.
Yeah, I need something a little. I've tried. I took yoga in college, and I enjoyed it then. But back then, I could be upside down and feel fine. That was also. I only had one kid in college. I may not have had any. No, I had one then. I had one. I had that one. So anyway, it didn't get a lot of love, but it did get love. I didn't not do it, because I am bound and determined to do what I say I'm gonna do for Stitch Mania, for the entire
I
Stitch
really
Mania.
am proud.
Aww.
Because there was a lot
thank
going
you.
on this weekend, so that I am proud.
You know what? I could put that needle minder on this one.
You could.
I should.
You should.
After I wash it.
Sounds good.
It's not going back in here. We will. It's fine.
It's gone now. I'll do mine.
It's fine. Okay. You do yours while I try to shove this back in gently.
Sounds good. Okay, so because temperature tree is so monotonous when you're just working on the trunk, thank you. I had some extra time to stitch, and I decided that I wanted to work on one of my other projects. And something that I haven't worked on in a while is Christmas Afghan by Stony Creek.
I got my needle minder. I'm gonna just stick it on there now. You cannot see that. It's a fish.
Just put your hand in.
Yeah, but
just do the.
it's a fish. It's a fish. Move your head.
Why doesn't this work for you?
It's a fish.
Blub, blub.
It's a fish. There we go. See? It's a fish.
So
I'm
much
sorry.
effort.
I so didn't mean to interrupt you. but-
Whatever, you know, it doesn't matter. You don't
And
need
I
to see
lost
it.
the dog, so.
So I decided to work on Christmas Afghan by Stony Creek because I haven't worked on it for a while. But this color, this wonderful red color right here, threw me through a loop. Because I need to loop it.
You saw my pants.
How dare people see fancier bits. It got a nifty little knot in it, the red color, because...
Oh, you were going to say why. Go ahead.
Yes. Because sometimes, this is 4/2, this project, so that means you need to take 2 of these if you're going to do a loop start. And I know, you should only ever grab 1 at a time.
But you always think you can do it. This will be the one time it works.
Because I'm like, you know what? These 2 are already separated from the rest of the group. I'm like, it'll be fine. So the last time I worked on it, I pulled on it, and it kind of caused knots, but I was able to get them out, and then I did it, and then, you know, so now this last time when I went to do it, I mean, I should have taken a picture, and I didn't, but it was so tangled. This whole thing was so tangled. It was mostly one specific strand was the problem that was causing the problem with the rest of it. So I had to separate that from the rest of the group, and then I literally had to go in one by one and take each individual strand out, like, you know, actually using the needle to like pull it through.
So did that save you time from just pulling them out?
Yeah, it was worth it. Was not worth it. Do not do it. It does not matter how fast, you know, it won't work. The one time it will not work.
I did that with Hyacinth, which you haven't seen yet, but I did that over the weekend, and now I have this whole mess to...
Just don't do it. So that cut deep into my time. And so I almost didn't even show it to you guys today because I didn't really do that much that you're really going to notice. But I got to work on it a little bit more today, and there was a part that I did do that I was really excited to show you, so that's pretty much the reason why. I got to...
I don't have a needle minder.
No, I don't.
Do I say that every time? I think I say that every time.
I think you do. I just haven't grabbed one. I just haven't yet. But I got to dip into the tropical waters, which is the one variegated color in this project.
Sounds hot.
Yeah, it is hot.
I know.
Tropical
Waters.
waters.
The water sounds
closer.
relaxing.
There you go. Woo! So last time you saw it, I didn't have the Q snap on it, so this is gonna look different anyways. But I got part of this leaf in today. I did a bunch of more of these red blocks. I did some more of these, which there's something to tell you there too. I got some of these little leaves here. I got
What
this.
was that?
This.
What did you say?
We got some of the next letter right here, and then these are your variegated tropical waters, which I love the way they look. Love it. Love it, love it, love it, love it.
I was going to ask you if this is the first time you used variegated floss, but it's not because you've used it for your tree.
Yes. But this, I mean, look, it's for the snowflakes, and they look like snowflakes.
It's so nice. What letter is that?
E?
E? It doesn't look like an E.
I would agree.
I mean, isn't that C?
No, this one's going to be a P. But that's what makes me think P is going to be this big. So this can't be a E.
I'm going to go E-A-C-E.
I'm just following the pattern. But not very well, because I did realize I had an issue and I had to fudge.
Oh, I bet the E goes like E.
Yeah, but still, if this is the top of P...
Oh, true. Never mind.
But it could be. It very well could be.
My
I don't
pattern's
have it.
in there, so
It's here, but it's in the zipper. I'm not going to grab it. Sorry. Okay, so what I did is these little thingies, I had to count, you know, and counting's hard. And I've picked on her enough times that karma was gonna, you know, hit me eventually. So these two are not equally spaced. It's one further away than it should be from that one, which I realized when I was doing the snowflakies because it wasn't lining up with these as it should. Then I realized there was the spacing issue. So this one, I did one that direction. So it should be fixed now, right? Right? As long as I don't use these to base any of my other stitching off of in this area, it should be fine.
What could go wrong?
I fudge it. So I'm not taking out all those. That was a lot of work.
No.
Fudging it.
No,
So
I'm
that
a
was
big
my-
fan of fudge.
That was
Although
my
I actually
Afghan
don't like
experience.
fudge.
No, you don't.
I like hot fudge.
Hot fudge is good.
Yeah, but I find fudge to be too sweet. I want to like it.
I'm okay with it, depending.
Yeah, depending. Very small amounts of it. But I do a lot of fudging. We all know this.
I don't like fudging because I have to remember that I fudged, but I wrote it down in the pattern and...
You don't have to remember, you just have to keep fudging. So you have to remember what you did, just when you discover it in a weird spot, you go, oh, I guess I'll fudge this. And before you know it, you have a Christmas Afghan.
Yeah. I mean, it'll still be cool, right? Doesn't matter.
Maybe it'll end up looking like the Halloween one.
Yeah.
Boo.
It doesn't matter. It's fine. It's fine.
Okay. So, as I predicted, I didn't leave the cabin Sunday.
No, you did not.
But I did leave Monday after Steve showed up. I left around a little after 11. I got home a little afternoon. I hung out with your buddies and the dog, and we ate. We did stuff.
Food.
So Monday was the Hyacinth. I was like, wow, there's a nice cool breeze.
No. I'm so hot.
Alright, so this is my Gecko Rouge Hyacinth.
AKA Cavo.
Cause Cavimo's downstairs. For you new people, we do have a Kevin. See episode 1. So I worked on Kevin for a while. I made quite a bit of progress because I was home alone most of
This
the day.
is the one that I find the hardest to see progress in without looking at the pictures.
The bulk of this one was over here on the beak. And since I wasn't doing beak before, it should be fairly obvious that
I would probably agree
That's-
with you.
what I did. Hopefully before and after it looks like that. And I did fill in a little bit more of his little blue space between his nose and his eye. Nose eye. It's confetti rich. That is really uncomfortable. And I did have a mistake. I had to undo some of it, but I fixed it. And
You didn't fudge
now
it.
we can. I wasn't gonna fudge his face on this one.
Nice.
So that's Kevy Momo.
That's exciting.
Yeah, he'll fit, I think. Assuming
Yeah.
I counted correctly, that's the top and that's the bottom. So he should fit in there
Yep. And I really like that fabric choice.
because he's mostly on the sides. That is from Fabric Fur from Stitchy Express. It is African Sunset.
Yep. Not autumn sunset.
Not Autumn Sunset. And I do believe it's 28 count, even though it doesn't say up there. But my go-to seems to be 28 count, although I'm expanding a little. Well, I'm expanding a little. Actually, I've lost some weight. Yay!
You will.
2 pounds, I think.
Nice.
But, expanding. Oh, I'm expanding out
Your
to
fabric.
32 count occasionally. So, we'll see how that goes. You should never zip your project into your zipper.
the best. You're the best.
Oh, that did that thing again. This is that one that was bad from my Deep Lagoon. And I'm like, I can fix that. And it's never been fully the same. And it upset the dog. Okay, Tuesday was Celtic Summer.
I'm trying to stop you.
Yesterday, but you already saw that.
Yeah. Well,
And
yeah,
then,
I guess if you work on it twice, you can't show it.
Yeah. And today,
You can't show it twice.
I can't show it twice.
I was fully expecting you to pick it up again. And I would be like, wow, you did a lot more on this day.
Yeah, time doesn't
Oh,
work like
man.
that. I can't just,
Wow.
I can't do that.
Wow.
So today was Villa Mirabilia, and I was talking to one of our viewers, a subscriber, her name's Sandra. She emailed, and we had a very nice discussion about LNSs and Silk Lame and stuff. But she watches us because she's also stitching Villa Mirabilia, and she named hers Imogene. I like that. So I went online to try to find Southern Belle names, but I'm limited because I can't say the letter after Q in the alphabet.
R.
So I can't name her Scarlet or Marlet or Harlet, Charlotte. I can't say any of that. So the best I've been able to come up with so far, and I liked it in my head until I said it out loud to her, and I was like, maybe not. But temporarily, I'm calling her Ella. But see, when I say that, it doesn't sound...
That's Stella.
But okay. But then I felt bad that Celtic Summer didn't have a name, so then I looked up Scottish names, The website actually had a thing where you could click on it and somebody would read the name to you so you could see how it was pronounced. I did a lot of that. So I've nailed it down to Jamie, Kenzie, or Maggie. We'll see.
What would you pick?
Yeah, feel free to make suggestions about names. Oh,
I
no,
like
this is
Jamie.
on the Q-Snap, so I should have taken this off, but...
Well, that's what you
Yeah.
were working on, so.
Yeah, and I don't have a nearby picture of how she looks, but I mean, this is a 300-year-old pattern, so I'm pretty sure everyone's seen it. But forgive me that it's on the Q-Snap, because I can technically still work on it tonight. So I have been working up here and over there and a little bit up in here. So
All up in there.
all up in that thing. Still love it. Still love it. And these little openings, it's not because I didn't count right, hopefully. It's because beads go there. So,
He's confused again.
there you go.
Look at
Peekaboo.
her face.
Peekaboo! Her face was there last time.
I know.
Just
But
in
it
case
looks
you didn't
it
know.
looks more up close because you have it in a Q-Snap, so it feels like more here.
Up close.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Exactly.
Ooh. So that is it for whips.
Whip it. Whip it real good.
Do, 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 do. I think that's push it.
Do 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 do. Yeah.
That's push it, not whip it.
Yeah.
I have some Stitchy related other and then actual other. There's no haul. I have reached that saturation point for some reason. I mean, I'm still waiting for my bobbin and that one fabric.
Yeah, you're not canceling stuff.
No, I'm not canceling things, but I've kind of, like, I had an opportunity to buy today, and I was just like, eh. Even after drinking coffee, I'm like, eh.
Wow.
I think I just have a lot of stuff and new starts, and,
Yeah.
and so I'm like, yeah.
Plus, I didn't feel like you're overwhelmed with Mania, too. Like, it's been
Yeah.
something new every single day, so it's like, I don't want new stuff. We can just...
I don't know what I'm going to do after Mania, because I've gotten so accustomed to that. Get up early, get the project out, work on it at lunch. If I can, work on it after work, and then repeat. Rinse, repeat. Although if I rinsed, they'd be cleaner, but whatever. So, I don't know what I'm going to do after, because I'm going to kind of miss that. But
Yeah.
But at least Monday I have a new start. Afghan.
Yep.
So, but then after that, I mean, I'm going to try to go back to the keto and the Chatelaine. Keto in the morning, Chatelaine in the afternoon. But I don't know what I'm going
And
to
then
do.
spin for
Evenings,
weekends.
and then I'll
Yeah.
still spend for weekends. But if that's too mundane, I may have to kick it up and
Yeah.
maybe have a wild card Wednesday or
That'd be pretty cool, though.
something. So
Sounds fun.
We'll see. Y'all messed me up with Mania. Dang Mania. I did learn next year, assuming that I do Mania, which I probably will because I've enjoyed it.
Why not?
I need to make sure everything's kitted and planned and stuff way ahead of time.
And not knotted. Fix
Not
those
knotted,
knots ahead of
yeah.
time.
I don't think I have any big knots. Some of my Hyacinth stuff kind of mushed together, but I don't think it's bad. It just... I'm still not liking those clothes it's on. I don't know. I think it's because they're tied together. So I'm not sure whether I'm going to untie them or if I'm just going to put everything on drops. I don't know.
I
I
kinda
feel like
you
do
should.
something. I just feel like every time I pull that project out, I'm like, I don't like the clothes.
Yeah.
And I know they work really well for some people. I know Leah said they work for her. Woohoo! I am so glad that they work for people. But I really think being tied together in that little, it's a little Gecko Rouge sends them all. Of course, this is the one that has properly. Lasso. Not lasso crow.
Nope.
See how messy that looks? But it's Gecko Rouge, and then the clothes are all tied together, and you have to sort through, and everything's in the way, and it's just really, you like gotta pull out the one you want, and try not to knot everything else up in the process. See what I'm saying?
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
It's not working for me.
It's too much in too small a spot.
Yeah, because Elegant Tapestry
Yeah.
is the same way, but they're not connected, and I just pull out the one, and you know.
Yeah.
Elegant Tapestry is right here. I will show you what. Apparently, I didn't close that. Elegant Tapestry is just on these things.
So at least they're slightly more
Yeah. So
separated.
there's multiples of these. It's these. There's a lot of them.
Ah.
My shoulder pops all the time. So this, and then I put the, like, if there's a little extra, like I cut it off and it's not someplace else, I just hook it on the top or next to it if there's no space at the top. But these just work really well. I haven't knotted them. I don't have any issues. So thinking I'm going to untie the Hyacinth, and we'll try that for a while, and if that doesn't work, then I'll switch to the floss rings, and if that doesn't work,
Yeah.
I'll bobbinate, and if that doesn't work, I'll
Then you
just
should stop
throw the
stitching.
floss at it and see if it all lands properly.
Coated in glue.
So, I do need to spin.
Hello, Mom. Hello, Mom. Hello, Mom. Hello, Mom.
Since today's the 27th, there's only 4 spins left. So I'm just going to do them all. I don't know when I'm going to the cabin. I was supposed to go tomorrow, but now it looks like maybe Friday, maybe tomorrow, maybe
Who knows?
Saturday, maybe Sunday, maybe not at all. We'll
Yeah.
try to show you a little bit of progress.
Sure.
Insert some pictures and stuff. But
We're gonna
I need to spin.
4 times.
you guys spin too.
Yeah. I'm gonna do mine first.
Okay.
Hey Siri. What am I stitching this week?
Okay, viewing. Christmas Village Afghan.
I knew it was gonna spin
Why
that.
does it call you viewing?
Yeah, I think it says okay. Viewing. Like it's looking at the app.
Okay. That makes sense.
Maybe. It's still
Maybe.
weird. But okay, Christmas Afghan. I was hoping. I wasn't. I don't know if I was hoping, but I figured that that's what it was gonna spin.
That means we're both going to work on that next week.
Yeah.
Should way ahead.
I gotta get like way ahead.
Yeah, you gotta speed up.
Because I'm scared.
I'm
What if you catch up to
hoping
me?
there's only 4 left on here, and I'm hoping for the bookshelf tomorrow because she'll be here, and if I'm here, that's gonna make it a lot easier.
Okay, I need you.
Don't hit reset.
I need you to guess what order they're gonna go in.
I think Moose is tomorrow,
Okay.
and then Rack Stack, Ugly Birds, and Bookshelf.
Rack stack. Oh, Moose, Rack Stack, Ugly Birds, Bookshelf.
Yeah. Pink, purple, red, purple, orange, blue.
Okay.
If that helps.
Not really. Go ahead.
Okay. Oh no!
Go back.
Okay, so
Okay.
Ugly Birds first tomorrow. That sucks that it's not Bookshelf
Mm-hmm.
because we really need to work on that with you.
Yep.
Okay, you all have to remind me because in 5 minutes I'm going to ask you what it was.
Ready?
Mm-hmm.
The day you're guaranteed to go to the cabin.
How do y'all feel about me switching the two?
I really
Is that
think you
offensive?
should switch. Because
By
it
the
would
time you
just
see this,
make
it's going
more
to be too late.
sense.
But I really think it makes more sense to switch. And I've done everything else by the book. So, the bookshelf. So I feel like you wouldn't be too offended if I switched. Because she'll be here, I'll be here. I won't have to try to cut it to the cabin. Plus, she could technically work on it while I'm gone Friday if I leave it. If I take it, she can't. So,
Okay. So
Alright.
Bookshelf and then Ugly Birds.
okay.
Bookshelf, Ugly Birds.
Bookshelf, Ugly Birds. So for alphabetical. Moose.
Bookshelf, Ugly Birds, Moose. Yay! Whatever that is.
Rack Stack.
Yeah.
Did I finish Rack Stack?
Oh yeah. So what is it?
So Rack Stack, I'm probably gonna start the spider one. You have to spin it anyway. Like you don't have to film it, but you have to at least spin it. What's it gonna be? The suspense. Rack Stack.
Wow.
So
Oh, the spiders. The nothing to fear in life.
Fear itself and spiders or
Yeah,
something
yeah,
like
yeah.
Because I have it all kitted up and it's fairly small.
Okay.
I can work on that in the evenings if I go back to my old schedule. So
Cool.
probably that.
Nailed it.
So bookshelf tomorrow,
Yes.
Ugly Birds.
Yes.
Moose,
Yep.
Rack Stack.
Nailed it. And then you're
I'm
done
not
with
going to remember that
Maynia.
in a few minutes. Yeah, which I'm sad about, but I'm happy at the same time. May has been an incredibly long month, but I really have enjoyed it.
You seem to.
Yeah.
I'm glad.
Well, you seem to like editing with it.
Yes, I do. There's a lot of stuff to look at.
What do you guys think? What do you enjoy watching? Y'all
Place
are so
chases.
confusing. You don't have any right now. There was
No.
one, you just missed it. It's all, you know, I don't know what people want to see. And I'm okay with stitching anything, just as long as everything gets some love. It needs to be somewhat fair.
Yeah,
So,
I get that. I get that.
so beyond that,
Yeah.
you guys tell me, like, honestly, what do you want to see? Do you want it to be like Maynia all the time?
Because
And
you're pretty
just
much good with
include
everything.
Keto and Chatelaine in with that? Or do you like it the way it was with Keto in the morning, Chatelaine in the afternoon, and then whatever I work on at night I work on, which isn't much ever when people are at home, and then the weekends, one weekend is devoted to one project. Which way?
I don't know.
I
But
don't
you'd
know
be good
either.
with it with whatever, right?
Really
Pretty
okay
much.
either way. I
I
mean,
just don't
it's-
want to cart the big project.
Yeah, I would reserve the right to overrule the wheel on occasion.
Yeah.
Because I think doing it every single day would get to be too much.
A little bit, yeah.
But if I did it multiple times a week, or if it did a big old project on the weekend that I didn't want to take,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yep.
I do want, before we switch to other, I do want to say thank you to Carla. Carla with a K. Carla being crafty. I'm so sorry. All of a sudden I had craft out a K stuck in my head, and I knew that wasn't it. It's all the K's.
Letters are hard.
When I held up Rackstack last week, she offered to make it
yeah.
into a pillow. Is that not the sweetest thing ever? Because I can't sew, and she can.
Yeah.
I've seen her do it, and she lives fairly close by. I think I figured out when I found out her address.
I think
not
when
from
I
stalking.
hired that private investigator that they said.
No, because she needed that little piece of the Easy Grid,
Oh,
the 25
yeah.
pounds, so she gave me the address so I could send it to her, and I looked it up then, like not Google stalking, whatever, but I looked up how far it was
Truth
from
comes out.
the one of the locations at work, and it was 4 miles.
Oh.
Yeah. But she works, I work, But anyway, I at first I was like, no, I mean, I appreciate it, but I don't know. And the more I thought about it, I was like, maybe that's not a bad idea. But
pretty cool.
what's holding me back is because I don't know what I would do with it as a pillow.
Yeah.
But then I was like, does it matter? I mean, I'm not gonna probably end up hanging it on a wall there. It doesn't really fit in. If it was a pillow, I could
Yeah.
toss it on a chair, or on the bed, or on the
Right.
sofa.
Counters or.
Well, maybe not the counters. That's a little odd.
Rafter.
Do you have pillows on the counters?
Yes, I do. It's the perfect
And
place
in
for
the
pillows.
rafters?
Yes. The
So,
attic.
I may end up taking it up on it. We'll see.
Yeah.
I don't know. If you have any suggestions for what to do with a small pillow, I don't have a dough bowl, so don't.
What's a dough bowl?
A dough bowl? Like if you're gonna make dough, there's
Yeah.
you're just gonna have to Google it. It's like a pretty wood bowl for making dough.
What does that have to do with a pillow?
A lot of people get these dough bowls. I really like the oblongy ones, the rectangularly
Okay.
oblongy ones.
Uh-huh.
What does oblong mean exactly? Is it just longer than it is wide?
oval.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, I thought oblong was oval until I ordered a tablecloth and it said oblong, and I was like,
But you're not
oh.
a circle.
And it ended up being rectangular.
Hey Siri. Define oblong. That's such a weird word when you keep saying
As a
it.
noun, it means an object or flat figure in an elongated rectangle or oval shape.
So that's kind of
Do you want to hear
misleading.
the remaining one?
No.
That's kind of
no.
misleading when
No.
you're ordering a tablecloth and you say oblong, but it says oblong, and you're like, well, my table's rectangular. Is it going to send me something oval?
Right. Yeah. Concerning. Okay. Interesting. Anyways.
I like the oblong one. But people make cute little pillows like that and fill the dough bowl
Okay.
with the pillows, and sometimes like pine cones and pillows
Sure.
and other decorative things. I've seen that there's been. I don't have any idea how much a dough bowl. I don't know how much one costs because I've never actually looked. But the way people talk about them, they're either really difficult to get or really expensive because it seems like the kind of thing that people wait for like an occasion to get.
Wooden dough bowl?
Dough. D-O-U-G-H. Dough. Dough. For you Simpsons
Oh,
fans
it's not
out
one
there.
word.
No.
Dough bowl.
It's a bowl
Not a
for
dough bowl.
dough. Yeah, not a dough bowl. Dough bowl.
Did you hear Pottery Barn is closing? Pretty sure it's Pottery Barn.
No, Pier 1. I don't know about Pottery Barn,
Oh, was
but
it
Pier
Pier
1
1?
was closing. Pier 1 Import. So for that soup plantation, Pier 1, there was something else, but I don't remember what it was.
It's a clothing store, I think.
I know Forever 21 closed a bunch of theirs, but that was before all this.
It looks like they're
Madness.
between $40 and $100. I mean,
Sounds
this
pricey.
one, this one's $200 to $250.
Yeah, I like more like that one. You can't see.
No, you can't.
It was more rustic looking. The other one looked
Okay.
manufactured, but that one looked like someone whittled it.
I got you.
Do you whittle a big bowl, or do you just whittle figures? Is it carving when you make a bowl and whittling when you make...
Why do you have so many questions? I'm the one wearing the shirt. I must ask you a question, not the other way.
Well, then mustache me a question. Ask asking me about whittling versus
I don't want to know.
carving. I could not think of the word. I'm like cranking, cursing.
I'm just gonna sleep here.
Okay, so that was Stitchy stuff. I don't think we're into Stitchy anymore. So thank you for all those that stuck around. If you did. If you
I grew
didn't,
strawberries.
well, never you mind then.
I love homegrown strawberries because they taste different.
You were saying why Jacob and Hunter didn't like them.
Yeah, so, well, first I want to say that mine are pretty big. These ones that I'm growing, they're like that big, like that tall, and that round, like that round.
Yeah, I was like, I don't
that
think
tall,
they can see.
like that big. They're really good.
Normal strawberry size.
Yeah, pretty much normal strawberry size.
Okay.
Which the ones I grew before, they were mostly just ballish and, like a marble size, a little bit larger. But these are like normal strawberry size. So we've had 3 so far, and I love them, and Jacob and Hunter don't like them because you pick them out of the garden, and it's hot here, so they're pretty toasty, and then you go and wash them in the water, and then you bite them, and the outside is nice and cool because of the water, and then the inside is warm. So good. That mixed with just the flavor of a homegrown strawberry, which just tastes different, so good. Hunter's like, what's wrong with your strawberry? I'm like, there's nothing wrong. It's
Put them
perfect.
in the fridge.
Yeah. She just doesn't get them.
Even better, bring me some. I like them no matter
Yeah.
what.
This batch, I don't know how many batches I'll get this summer, but this batch was only like 5 strawberries, and we eaten 3 of them. So
Yeah, I ate more strawberries than that today with my cottage cheese and
Yeah.
blueberries.
And
That's
then
a
the
very
grapes are
refreshing
growing, too.
summer,
yeah,
a meal,
Jacob
but
won't
it's
eat
not
that
really a
because he
meal.
doesn't like cottage cheese.
but it's decorated with
Yes.
fruity goodness.
But he has a vendetta against cottage cheese. He does not like cottage cheese.
He's at the cabin today.
He is. Everybody is.
Okay, so I had left Monday, and I believe it was Monday night. Correct me if I'm wrong. Yes, it was Monday night. I was hanging out with the birdies. I was doing a little diamond painting, and my husband texted, and he said that he heard somebody burning out and doing donuts behind the cabin, and then he heard a thud. Insert photos. Yeah. So fortunately, they didn't fall off the mountain into a cabin. However, that was very close.
Yep.
Just down that hill, there is a garage, and then the cabin. So, they could not unwedge themselves, so they called a tow truck, which took a very long time, and I wasn't there. My husband and the other cabin owners did not feel inclined to help them, because if you're going to be an idiot and put everybody's lives at risk, then you deserve to wait for the tow truck. So, the tow truck came, winched them out, and they drove off. However, it didn't sound healthy. I don't know how good that sound is. I had trouble hearing it, but it's a very metallic sound, and my husband's a car guy, so I asked him, what do you think that is? He said axles or brake, whatever it is, it's bad, and he shouldn't be driving. So I don't know if he made it home.
I hope so.
But note to anybody watching,
Don't do donuts by the cabin.
don't do that. Don't go up in the mountains and drive like an idiot, like a maniac.
I agree with that.
Don't do that.
Stamp of
So-
approval.
That was the excitement up there that night. Then I went to bed. I believe this was the same night. And I couldn't sleep. So I stitched for a while.
Because people were having Memorial Day party
yes,
late
it was
into the
Monday
night.
because it
Yep.
was Memorial Day and it was a Memorial Day party. Now I don't have a problem with them not social distancing. I don't have a problem with them playing loud music. I don't have a problem with the lights and
Well,
whatever.
especially because it doesn't happen often in your neighborhood.
No.
Happens often in my neighborhood, and it's super loud. Like, it's coming from 2 or 3 streets away, and it's so loud that even with your windows closed, you can still hear it clearly, and it stays on until like 2 in the morning.
Yeah.
You don't have that
I don't
problem,
know
so
if I
you
have
have a
that.
lot more patience too. Because
We have 1 or 2 loud neighbors that have occasional parties and, whatever. But this particular evening,
Tell me, what rattled you?
it was dark. It was hot, so I had to open the window. And they were playing Marco Polo.
Marco.
Polo.
Marco.
Polo.
Marco.
Polo.
Marco.
Polo.
Marco.
32 minutes of that.
And I wish we were exaggerating that that's what that sounded like.
I don't know how well you can hear it. Believe me, it was loud in person. 32 minutes of Marco Polo. Then it went back to just yelling and music. The last time I looked at the clock, it was just before midnight. And then eventually I fell asleep.
To me, that's just, I am very much, you should go to bed at 10.
Yes.
Stop making sound around 9.
I'm even okay if you make noise up until 10. But at that point, move the party inside. Tell the kids they cannot play Marco Polo
Marco.
outside. Polo.
Marco.
Polo.
Marco.
Polo.
Marco.
Because even when they stop, it's kind of stuck in your brain and you keep singing Marco Polo, Marco Polo. It's very annoying.
Yeah.
It's, music doesn't really bother me that much because it's consistent. I mean, so was Marco Polo. But,
yeah.
But...
It can be lolling.
Yeah, you can pretty much block us. I tried closing the window for a while, and I turned on the fan and stuff, but you could still hear it. It wasn't as bad, but you could hear it. I still couldn't sleep. So I was like, well, if I'm going to lay here and be miserable, I may as well partake of it as if it was in my bedroom. And at least be a little cooler.
Yeah.
Temperature-wise, not like, obviously I wasn't invited to the party. I'm not that cool.
Yeah.
So... the next morning, I woke up at like 5 something, and I was like, what can I be doing now? Should I play Marco Polo with myself?
You should have just played Marco Polo with yourself. That would have been really funny.
But I felt bad for everybody else in the neighborhood that had endured it all night. I wasn't going to wake them up. And I get that a lot of people are not working right now because of the whole stay-at-home thing. But some of us do work. I had to work, and I didn't want to stay up all night listening to the kids play Marco Polo. So
Yeah.
that was... unusual.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll update you on the cabin, but sort of in the same vein, I did not call the police that night. I'm not that kind of person as much as I wanted to. Mainly, I didn't know the non-emergency number and I didn't want to look it up.
I had to Google it when I called her before.
I considered going to the house and knocking on the door and just saying, hey, look, I don't care about the music, party, whatever, but could you please stop yelling Marco Polo? But I was like, you know what, I'm not confrontational and I'd have to put pants on. So I was just like, you know what?
Yeah.
I'll just listen to it. I didn't call the police. I didn't do anything. Don't judge me. Okay, judge me, but be nice. Today, we were sitting in the office, and we're not a neighborhood that hears police cars, or any kind of siren for that matter. I've maybe heard a siren twice in the 3 years we've lived here, and they were somewhat distant.
Yeah.
Today, there was a loud siren, and a police car went whoop down the street. It's a cul-de-sac. Boop! And then 2 more. We're like, what the heck? Went outside. It was somebody's birthday. So the police came and they made beep beep noises and you know that noise. And they had the lights and sirens and all that. And then there was a parade of cars with balloons. And then there was a fi-fi engine.
So we got to experience that firsthand. Wasn't for us.
Yeah, it wasn't for us. But that's even better because I don't like to be the center of attention. So I got to watch and not be involved. It was wonderful. It was great. So happy birthday to the neighbor who is apparently 10. Luke. I saw Nicole Luke. Luke is apparently 10.
Happy birthday, Luke.
Because I know you watch.
How weird would it be if his mom does watch, though?
There's no way anyone around here watches.
Hey, it's possible. That'd be weird.
Okay, so the cabin update. Then we'll let you go.
Yeah.
As I showed you on the cabin tour, we are expanding the cabin out the back. I wish it was that easy.
Yeah, it wasn't that easy.
We ended up hiring people to help because the guy was coming one day to like help dig the footing, and then he turned out to be so amazing. Hi, Francisco, because I know you watched too. He and Jesus ended up being just amazing, and so they stayed. They came back. They were there Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Francisco was supposed to come back. I thought today, but I didn't see him on the cameras or pictures or anything, so I'm thinking maybe tomorrow. I don't know.
Yeah. Why would they come back?
because he's going to haul away some of the stuff and help with the rock. So probably tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
But he also did the insulation stuff. Amazing people. Cannot thank them enough. But we had a whole plethora of help. I have discovered that construction attracts men. So single ladies out there, if you are looking for a man, start up a saw. Just make a saw noise. That sounds like a vacuum. That won't help.
That is how we met our neighbor. Because Jacob was trying to cut down a tree branch and he had a saw that wasn't quite great, but there was that saw sound and the neighbor poked their head out. And I was like, do you want a better saw? And then they came out and like had a whole conversation because somebody started
Use a saw, use a hammer, make some sort of construction-y noise. And men
congregate.
They do. I mean, we have a neighbor that he's got to be like 79, I think. And he has trouble walking and his wife has like a bad knee or whatever. And man, you turn on those saws and here it comes.
Yeah.
He came, I think, 3 times.
Yeah.
And it turns out, tiny world, his son has worked with Jacob. They're both firemen. They knew each other. So when the son showed up, he came over and he and Jacob hugged and... Oh, I mean, no, they didn't. That wouldn't be social distancing. They air hugged and talked for a while. It was really nice.
Small world.
But anyway, I think every man within 12 miles showed up at some point during the time I was there. So there was so much help. Because it's not just that they show up. They show up to watch, and then suddenly you look over and they're in a tool belt and they're on the roof.
Because they end up having an idea about something. Like, well, hey, you could do this way. And be like, oh yeah, that's a good idea. I'll just do it. I'll do it. It's okay, no biggie. I'll do it.
Yeah.
And then they're in.
Yeah, a neighbor from down below. He doesn't have a cabin. They have a camp, an organizational camp. He came up. He was looking at the roof, and he's like, "Yeah, you know what? That's too steep. I don't want to be up there after all." Because he was saying maybe he would help. Before you knew it, he had his tool belt on, and he was lifting these great big plywoody pieces and holding up again. And he was cutting and he was making saw noises, which attracted other men. And then before you knew it, there was a plethora of men again. I have learned a lot. I have learned a lot about how to attract a man. They say food. I don't think it's food.
It's definitely, you have to feed them.
Yes, but although one day we were smoking ribs and making construction noises, and I would say that's the day we had the most people show up.
Yeah.
So
it's a combination. You can't have one without the other.
So if Alyssa doesn't already have pictures, I will send her pictures so you can see hopefully some progression of what has happened. It looks amazing. I have seen it as of Monday.
Today is Wednesday.
Yeah, since then I've only seen pictures, but it looks almost done, which is crazy. Mm-hmm. Unfortunately, we aren't going to be able to move the bed into the new bedroom, for months, because the inside's going to be the really expensive part, and it's going to take a lot of time, and it's just going to be the two of us. Oddly, inside construction noises don't attract men the way outside construction noises do.
Outside is bigger.
Power tools and
stronger.
Like the cement mixer and
Jacob
and
texted me
stuff
twice today, and it was just to tell me that he wanted a nail gun thing.
But that day they were there, he wanted the saw, the table saw. All day he kept pointing at the tables. I want that. So, yeah. Construction noise, smoking ribs, it attracts the men folk. Yep. I like having men around. I'm totally good with that. And sometimes they bring their wives, and I get to hang out with the wives.
That's cool too.
And there were a lot of people at the cabin this weekend. There's 13 cabins, and we could have had a quorum if we'd had a meeting. 7 out of the 13 cabins were there this weekend. I was really surprised.
That is a lot.
That was a lot.
A lot.
A lot. A lot. A lot. A lot. So hopefully you're seeing pictures of stuff, and I will continue to update you as it unfolds. Mm-hmm. That, like I said, it's going to be over months. But I'll show you how it ends up. But we are talking about maybe putting an air mattress or something in there and sleeping in there anyway, just because it's so new and neat.
You could, yeah. I mean, you could even move the bed in there, and then just when it comes time to do the flooring.
The bed is way too big and has to be disassembled, and no. And the mattress, no. It's a queen, but the bed is massive, because you saw it, big wood things.
I think you should do it. It's going to be months, you should do it.
Yeah. I did order curtains, not that they were my first choice, they were just the only curtains that would fit. Literally the only curtains that would fit. So those are supposed to come in the next few days, hopefully. Well, we're just gonna have to hang sheets or something in the meantime, because we need people to not look in while we're not there. Because that's kind of the thing of the cabin. Everybody keeps their curtains closed when they're not there. Now you know who's there and who's not. That's misleading though, because some of the cabins close their curtains and we're like, well, that's weird, they're there. Why don't they want to look out? But, you know, not everybody wants us staring at them. Hi. So, yeah. So we'll hang sheets or something in the meantime. Mainly we just don't want people looking in.
Yep.
Have a wonderful week, everybody. If there's any progress on Mirabilia tonight, I will post it on Instagram because I won't be showing it to you next week. So a few more days of Maynia and then Afghan, and then I don't know what. Please tell me what. Tell me what you want to see.
Sounds good.
As long as it's not me naked, because that's not going to happen.
Nope, not here.
Have a good week. We'll see you next week, everybody.
Good boy.
Bye.
Good boy.
Bye.
Good boy.
Bye.
Marco.
Polo.